Hey you guys, welcome back to another Chaos Battle League video. OP here from the World End Guild. Right now I'm a little bit above 5,000 trophies, and my place is 20th in the world. I'm not trying to grind the season. I'm kind of pissed off at this game studio, I think that's what it's called, for fucking up this patch, and their trophy system is kind of messed up right now. They will give you 13 trophies for winning, 15 trophies, 13 right there, 18, 14, 13, that one gave me 19, nice, 14, 15, 18, I have only victories right now, but on my losses it'll say 27, 29, 28, 25, 26, so the losses are much more devastating than the wins, so it's just kind of frustrating only gaining 13 but then losing 28. You gotta win twice, more than 2 matches to earn back what you lost, and that just seems like a waste of time for me, especially in a game where they need to be thinking about recording a video right now. Okay, so the topic of today's video is the top 5 best cards and the bottom 5 worst cards in Clash Royale, and my reasonings behind that. So let's start with the 5 worst cards. Number 5 card that I would say is Mothership. So it used to spawn Martians every 5 seconds, a pair of them. So it spawned a lot of Martians. And then they dropped the spawn frequency down to 8, so it doesn't it doesn't spawn as many Martians, right? 40, 8 times 5, that's 40, times 6, times 7, 7 waves. 7 waves of Martians. Yeah. So for 6, and then it can be placed anywhere on the map. But when it hits, the tower damage, see right there, 266 damage. But if you look up here, the cannonball, there it is, the tower damage is 308. So that's 308 for a cannonball. And this is 266 for a Mothership. So why would I spend 4 or spend 6 when I can spend 4? Mothership is going to take it for number 5 for me. It still is usable. It's good for spawning and everything else. But that's number 5. Number 4, counting down to number 4. Genie is number 4. It's cost 6, and you place this lamp somewhere on the field and on your side, and it's a building, and it sits there for 30 seconds, and then if their troops get targeted to it, when it attacks it, when it dies, it kind of blows up and does 50 damage only. It's not that much. And then a genie spawns out of it. You can see there damage is 218. He attacks 1.2 seconds, so DPS is 181. He's got a lot of health. I just don't feel like Genie is in the right place right now. And that he should probably cost 5 because he's not that good. And that's why I have him at number 4, in the number 4 spot for the worst card. The third worst card, in my opinion, is probably Pyramid. This is also a building. Notice a trend here. There's 3 buildings. This one, it spawns 1 mummy out at every 2.5 seconds. So that's 12 mummies. It spawns 12 mummies, and then whenever the pyramid dies, I think it's like 10, maybe? I don't know what exactly the exact number of mummies when it dies. But it spawns a couple, maybe even like 6. I don't really know. I'll have to count it the next time I use it. But pyramid's not used. It's good. The troops don't target air. It's not the most cost efficient. So for that, I give pyramid number 3 of the worst 5 cards. Okay, number 2 would have to be Buccaneers. These guys have really low health. If you see, they have 205 health. And the bolt does area damage 205. So someone can bolt your Buccaneers and kill them immediately. If they have 206 health, like, they would be better. If they had 206 health, only give them 1 extra health. 1 more than the bolt. That's it. But they're not doing that. So that's why Buccaneers are the worst card. The second worst card in the game. Now, the number 1 card, the worst card in the game, can you guess it? Probably could guess it. It's bats. So Bat Pack costs 2. There's only 4 bats that go around. 48 DPS times 4 is 100. 180. Damn. 184. Damn, that took so long. Anyway, so 184 DPS. I don't know. It's only at 63 health. They travel really close together, so typically any one little touch will kill all of them. And it just feels like a waste of 2 energy. So the number 1 worst card right now is Bat Pack, in my opinion. They need to buff it. I don't know. Have it spawn 5 and then like spawn it in like a pentagon, pentagonal a 5-sided yeah, like a in a pentagon pattern. If they spent let it spawn that then I think bats could be better. If they just had 1 more bat, like, that's it. I don't know what they're worried about. 1 bat's not gonna do anything. They die so easily. They don't want to fix it, so that's another reason why this split is really irritating. Anyway, okay, so moving on. Now we're gonna go to the top 5 best cards, in my opinion, in this meta right now. We have 55 cards so far. So, in the number 5 slot, I actually have a tie, and it's not with action of cards, it's with the specials. Bronze Armor, costs 3, protects your units, and Tesla Explosion. These are tied for number 5 best card in the game. Now the reason why they're tied is because each one counters the other one. For example, if you use Tesla Explosion, that stuns for 4 seconds. And then after you use the Tesla Explosion, they use Bronze Armor, they will be immune to death for 4 seconds, but they will be stunned. The Bronze Armor does not cleanse. And then in the same respect, if they use Bronze Armor, and if if player 1 uses Bronze Armor, and then player 2 uses Tesla Explosion, they are immune to the stun. So Tesla Explosion will stop them, and then if you bronze armor, sure they won't die, but they're not going to do anything. You're going to waste it. So Tesla Explosion is good for wasting bronze armor, and bronze armor is good for wasting Tesla Explosion. So, yeah, they both counter each other. Those are tied for the number 5 spot for best cards in the game. Okay, moving right along to number 4. And it is a Pelican. The Pelican is number 4 right now. It's got a lot of health. It's super tanky. It's got high damage, 532 times every time it hits, right? Every 1.7 seconds. It's not even 2 seconds. It's 1.7. So it hits kind of fast. And then even when it dies, it has 465. So it's almost like an extra hit. So it's like an almost guaranteed extra hit afterwards when it dies. So Pelican is definitely number 4. The reason why it's not higher is because it costs 5. It says medium move speed, but it feels slower. There have been glitches where the Pelican will get close, but the bomb will roll far away and it won't hit the tower. The Pelican will get low health, and so it'll sit there, and then it'll do a ghost attack on the tower, and it won't hit. So there's just a couple bugs with the Pelican, which drop it down a little bit. Alright. The number 3 card for best 5 cards in the game. The number 3 card is Pistoliers. Pistoliers, they have a low health, 279, but they're a good support troop, because they each do 113 damage, or 136 damage, which is 113 DPS, with an attack speed of 1.2. And the cool thing is that their attack range is 5. If their attack range was 4, they'd be not good, and that's why the Bandit is not good. Bandit would probably be the 6th worst card in my opinion. The attack range is 4. Do you see that? I don't know why they made Bandit have the lowest attack range. They just no love for the Bandit. Anyway, back to Pistoliers. So these are the number 3 best card in the game. They have a medium move speed count. There's 2 Pistoliers. They walk around. Each one fires a shot, and they have good range. Yeah, it's good DPS. I think they're really nice right now. That's the 3rd best card in the game. On to number 2. Can you guess it? I think you can. It's the Gatling Gun. Gatling Gun is the number 2 best card in the game right now. It has the farthest range with an attack range of 10, so you can play it in the back and let it be safe for your towers, or help defend your towers. They lowered the health on it, but it's got an insane amount of damage. The DPS is 168. So for every second that it sits there, it's doing 168 damage. And if it sits and attacks your tower, it'll have more than 2/3 health remaining by the time it takes your tower from health, or from full. So if your tower's full and you drop a Gatling gun and you manage to defend it the whole time, your Gatling gun will end with a little bit more than 2/3 of its health still remaining. So that's just something to note. Gatling gun is probably the number 2 card right now, and that's also another reason why this meta is boring and stagnant, because Gatling gun is prevalent and in people's decks, and just all around. So the number 1 best card in the game, the absolute number 1 best card, Dynamite Tower. I'm just kidding. It's Bolt. Bolt is really good. Splash radius of 2.5, so that means it hits 5 tiles wide. If you can't hit something within 5 tiles, I think that we have an issue. But 5 tiles wide, it does 205 damage. It does kill those Buccaneers. It does 100 tower damage. That's not the important part. The stun is 1.5 seconds for 2 energy. It's a great cycle card. It does a medium amount of damage. Like I said, it kills Buccaneers. It can weaken a Gargoyle pack. The radius is huge. Bolt is such a good card right now. Bolt is so good. I can't wait. They're probably going to nerf it to have like a 0.5 stun, and then it'll do like 5 damage. So I don't doubt that at all. So Bolt's the #1 card right now, guys. In my opinion, again, this is all my opinion. I think, for the sake of viewers, I think that Gargoyle pack, I can't look at it. Gargoyle pack would be the #6 best card in the game, right past Bronze Armor and Tesla Explosion. I would give Gargoyle pack a runner-up. These guys are nasty. Like, the way that the hit detection is working with towers and different troops like Bohea and Cryobot and Pharaoh, the ones that have splash. Sometimes you'll hit the first one, miss the second one, but then hit like the fourth one or something. It's so weird how like the circles actually like connect to the enemies or whatever. So being stoned all day is pretty boring, so these gargoyles look forward to satisfying their munchies by chowing down on their opponent's flesh. These gargoyles are stoners. So that's what makes them #6. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to do it for this video. I got to play 50 epic cards. Let's open up this toaster for no reason. Nice. Also, I did get an offer. I'm not sure if I should open it. This is a super luxurious offer. The offer ends in 22 hours. But also included with that is these legendaries. And these legendaries are released soon. It says in 1 day. So I'm hoping that I can wait out this timer and then purchase this super luxurious offer and then luck out and then get another legendary. I mean, it is a super luxurious toaster, so it should have a higher probability of netting that legendary. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate you guys. Go ahead and, if you're not in a guild, join my second guild. It is called Press Play. You'll be able to find it. Just go to guild right here. How do I do that? This, and then you click search, and in the search bar you type in Press Play and search, and there it is. YouTube OP, that's me. And yeah, join it. Thanks, guys.